So, you know how I used to do those fantasy archetype review things and then just kind of dropped it over time? Well, S Code Knight basically wants me to check out his what if archetypes and stuff like that. Or, like, you know, this. So, to be. Okay, like. I knew I should script this out better. I used to do, like, fantasy archetype reviews, and they were, like, original Fallen Evil Hero support before I actually got the Evil Hero support. Ruby stuff was actually where I figured out what RWBY stood for in Ruby. I'm slow. And they were all cringe disasters. But then again, that's most custom cards, so I think it evens out. That was a joke. It was a joke. Please don't flame me in the comments. Wait, that would actually cost people to comment in my comment section. Please flame me in the comments! No. But to make a long story short, I'm gonna get back into it because Archetype Day wants me to do the what ifs, and we're gonna start with one of my favorite archetypes, Battlin Boxers. So I'm gonna play the video and then pause intermissions, like just so I can read the cards and stuff like that. So because it's easier for me to edit and stuff like that. So yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, S-Code9 here, and welcome back to yet another episode of What If Support, where I take archetypes that Konami has made over the years from Yu-Gi-Oh!
And forgotten.
And try to give them a little bit of support to make them a little bit more
We're
playable.
doing Battlin Boxers, so it's from the Sexual era, aka nothing exists but Utopia and photons.
Battling boxes were used by Alito in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal anime. The archetype is an Xyz deck that focuses on battle,
Yep.
hence the name.
Yeah.
The support I made for them still sticks to that tradition, but it also focuses on fixing most of their problems.
There are a lot
such
of them.
as searching or special summoning conditions.
Their only special, one of their
Also,
only few
while I
special
have included
summons
a
negates
little bit
battle
of support
phases.
for their
Good
number
job.
cards, this episode won't include any new number cards whatsoever, since, well, we're already running out of spaces for number cards anyway.
We have run out by now, unless we make up new
With all
ones
that
or
being
chaos
said,
ones
I'm
and all that
S-Code9,
stuff. You
and
know.
this is the support
And
I
shine
came up
them
with
on the
for
jazz.
battling boxes.
Monster Cardos! Battlin Boxer Combo Breaker, a level 4 fire monster. Warrior effect, got 1200 attack, 100 defense. Activate only as a chain link 2 or higher. You can discard this card from your hand. If you do, negate all card effects in that chain except your own. You can only use one Battlin Boxer Combo Breaker, or once per turn. You know, probably one of the. Also, you must control a Battlin Boxer monster to activate this effect. You know, besides the grammar errors, we can tell what he's trying to say. Just like, you got chain link 2 or higher, just discard it, negate everything that your opponent just did, and now you can do it. Which makes sense considering the entire, that Alito's and most of Alito's strategies was counters, or traps. You know, just be like, imagine you do this like a chain link like 5 or something like that, and you're just like, okay, you're done with your chain links, negate everything you just did. Bye! Like, that'd just be brutal. I summon freaking headgear and mode a card from my deck. I chain Ash. Okay, I chain this. No. And you do have to control a Battlin Boxer monster to activate this effect, so it's not like you can just, I don't know, your opponent activates Droll and Mothbird and you can chain this. No. It's bad example, but, you know, it's the only first one I can think of, you know? So it's just like, okay, you know what? It's a somewhat fair thing that isn't just called by the grave levels of broken. It's fair. Battlin Boxer Level Brawler, a level 3 fire monster. Level Brawler, he's gonna fight the levels. Warrior effect. This is gonna assume they're all warrior effects, fire, all that stuff. Let's just skip the show. I'm not gonna mention that anymore. 1700 attack, 1200 defense. You can reveal one Battlin Boxer monster in your hand. Special summon this card. If you do, this card becomes the same level as a revealed monster. Which is handy. You know, it's like a Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon summon condition, and it's also got a level boosting gimmick, which is handy considering this is a rank 4 and mostly focused archetype with rank 3 with level 3 thrown in there because shut up. If this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card from you can banish this card. Target one Battlin Boxer monster you control. Increase or reduce its level by 1. I like that little gimmick where you can well, increase or reduce the level, like if you want. I don't know why we try to go into the rank 3s, because the only rank 3 we have is crap, in my opinion. It's kind of an interesting gimmick, but it's not a very good card, in my opinion. But hey, you know, it's not going to lock you into Battlin Boxer, so you can go into any of the other rank 3s, like Leviathan Dragon? I don't know. Whatever. Zen Mighty, or Zen Mains, whatever the one is that protects itself twice and then pops a thing unless you kill it 3 times. Then again, he did say he was going to make no new number monsters. He didn't say anything about Xyz in general, so, you know, we might get into more of that later. Anyway, yeah, this thing's an interesting fine card. Xyz focus decks, Xyz spam decks, the sort of stuff is helpful. Hook Chaser. I'm chasing after that hook. It's 1600 attack, 900 defense. When this card is summoned, add 1 Battlin Boxer monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's just straight up like on summon. It's a Stratos. I don't even need to explain why that's good. If you would take battle or effect damage while this card is in your GY, you can banish this card from your GY. Then, if there is a Battlin Boxer monster other than Battlin Boxer Hook Chaser in your graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the amount of battle damage. Oh wait, no, equal to the amount of damage, just regular damage, not battle or effect, you took. You can only use each effect of Look Chaser once per turn. I'm not going to be mean on the spelling because, you know, I'm pretty bad with spelling too myself. But it's interesting because it's like on summon it's a Stratos, and then on graveyard it's basically Volcanic Counter, which I wonder what he was referencing with that. Couldn't guess. I just think it's like, if you would take battle or effect damage, hold on, I'm going to banish myself with this, and then we're going to do the burn damage. Like, I know that's how Volcanic Counter is stuff works, but just one of those dudes like, wait, what? But hey, you know, it's like a Ring of Destruction in a sense. Sort of, kind of, not really. But anyway. Cross Counter. We're crossing that counter, baby. 1800 attack, 900 defense. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's perfect. We just that's what the Archetype needs, to straight up special summon condition. Because I said this before, our only cards like special summon from the hand is like freaking Spar, who on summon negates, makes it so you don't get a battle phase, which is like the entire Archetype is focused on the battle phase, and you give them a card that says no battle phase. Good card design. And the other one is Shadow Boxer, which is fine, but you need these monsters in the field. But hey, at least it doesn't have any negative repercussions. But anyway, yeah, it's just straight up good from the start. You can banish this card from your hand or GY, and if you do, target 1 Battlin Boxer monster you control. That target cannot be targeted or destroyed by battle or card effects until the end of the turn. And there's no card effect once per turn, so it's like... So, yeah, you can just... Well, it's not a quick effect, but I assume it's supposed to be something like that, I don't know. But just like, I don't know. If you wanted to ram your monster into something, you could just be like, okay, and I banish this from my hand, so my monster can't die, and only yours dies, something like that. So, yeah, that's any protection that'll probably rarely come up, but hey, just a straight up spam instantly, solid. Just straight up solid. A solid soldier, some may say. Spells and traps. I imagine counter traps? Battlin Boxer Ring, a field spell card. If you control a Battlin Boxer monster, your opponent cannot activate spells or traps until the end of the damaged step. That's so neat background. Oh! No one's gonna get that. But yeah, it makes some ancient gears. Handy. That's just like all the effect would be like, hey, I'm noticing attack, you can't do shit. I know there are cards that have done that before, but I just always equate that to ancient gears. Once per turn of a Battlin Boxer monster you control destroys a monster your opponent controls by battle, draw 1 card. And if it's a Battlin Boxer monster, you can destroy 1 card your opponent controls. That's very handy because the Battlin Boxer thing, we don't have much draw power. We don't really have any ways of replacing the hand once they're all gone. So yeah, we kind of need that stuff. And if it's a Battlin Boxer monster, you just get extra pop on top of that. Odds are if you just destroy a monster by battle, there's not much left to pop, but... Well, it's any card, so yeah. It's not targeting destruction, so it's straight up handy. I don't know, if your opponent's got an annoying floodgate and you somehow get around it, it could come in handy. Mind you, you just destroy something by battle, so odds are there's not many targets left, but you never know, just slaying the duel. Slaying the duel, you're not debating this. But point is, let's just go on. Battlin Boxer Relay, I assume it's supposed to be, or it's really? Quick play spell. Shuffle up to 3 Battlin Boxer monsters from your GY and amongst your banished monsters back into the deck, and if you do, all Battlin Boxer monsters you control gain attack equal to the number of monsters shuffled by this effect times 400. Just a very handy, get back your resources and get a power booster thing. You can only go up to 1200 max, But sometimes it's the difference between life and death. I'm not gonna lie, there have been some times in duels where I'm like, why didn't I just fucking rush recklessly? It literally would have saved my ass there, you know? Yeah, it's the simple things in life, you know? Like, this card's utterly useless until it's useful. But yeah, it's mostly just so you can reshuffle your resources, and odds are the gang attack thing is just trivial at best. Actually, the effects that go away at the end phase, you're just getting a 1200 attack point power boost overall. Like, I assume some of this is just meant to be implied, but it's also like, doesn't say it down there. Hey, I get my battlin Boxer lead yoke to 300 attacks from removing both of his materials, and I use this effect on it. It's got 5k permanently. I'm sorry, I heard you got this new Cyber Darkness End Dragon. I'm equal, bud. Nice. But anyway, yeah. Nice. Jolt Draw. Or it's supposed to be like Jolt Draw. Banish one Battlin Boxer monster from your graveyard. And if you do, draw one card. If it's a monster, reveal it, then draw one additional card. Kind of like a Fragrant Storm in a sense. It's just a straight up, like, potential +1. Like, you banish a resource, you draw a card, it's a boxer, you draw another. I don't need to clear this is good. And it's on a normal spell, so it's handy. Maybe it doesn't have the thing of Fragrant Storm, you can pop the opponent's monster and be a cheeky little devil. The rare times the mirror match comes up. Anyway, yeah. I don't need to go into much more detail. Battlin Boxer KO! Quick play spell. If you control a Battlin Boxer Xyz monster, destroy one monster your opponent controls. You cannot set cards the turn you activate and resolve this effect. You can only use one Battlin Boxer KO per turn. So, just to straight up, if you control a Xyz monster, just straight up destroy it, and it has a backlash effect. So it's sort of like one of those signature move cards for the protagonist ace monsters, except with the backlash because it's a bit more generic, because it's not, you know, like, solely if you control this monster. It's more like if you control this type of monster. So, like, no set cards, just sort of like to even it out a bit more. Sort of like how Ancient Gear Wyvern can search most of the Ancient Gear cards, but you can't set cards the turn you do that. So, it's basically like no backlash, really, but you know. It's not targeting destruction, though, so that's handy. It's a decent card. It's a one-off, at least. Battlin Boxer Foul Shot! Counter Trap. Yeah. During the battle phase, if a Battlin Boxer monster battles, but did not destroy an opponent's monster, or was sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So if it battled, didn't destroy the opponent's monster, and or it was sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So I guess it was like if it attacked but got Mirror Force or something like that. Sure. Let's just go with that anyway. Sent to the graveyard by a card effect. Inflict damage equal to that monster's attack. So if you like Mirror Force me, I can then burn you equal to that monster's attack. It's just like get cocked. You can manage this card from your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there. Special summon one Battlin Boxer monster from your graveyard. Sorry. But yeah, the first effect is kind of trivial at best, but the second effect of getting into the graveyard, I can see that being used more for like Foolish Pharaoh goods and like that. There's nothing wrong with just a straight up Banish Reborn. There's good card design all around, you know? Battlin Out Boxer. I like that name. Continuous trap card. Once per turn, if your opponent's monster conducts an attack, you can negate the attack, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack. If you have a Battlin Boxer monster in your hand, you can banish the card from your graveyard, special summon that monster. So, if you got this face up, odds are your opponent isn't attacking, unless they're doing it just to get out of the way. Like, seriously, it's essentially a Scrap Iron Scarecrow that does burn damage. Which original attack, though. And if you got a Battlin Boxer in your hand, if your opponent odds are just size, this would be like, yeah, no, MST, or something like that. Like, who runs MST nowadays? Twin Twister, Cosmic Cycle, and the card's fucked. But you know what I'm trying to say. Back row removal, actually, Harpy's Feather Duster, maybe. But if it's back row removal in any way, your opponent's just going to be like, get rid of that, and you can just be like, banish it, here's a new one from my hand. Well, not a new one, a new Boxer, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's got a handy graveyard effect. The field effect is just going to be like, your opponent's used it once, and it's like, well, I know where this is going to go. It's Scrap Iron Scarecrow all over again. Excuse monsters. They did make some. Battlin Boxer Coach Crosser, a rank 3 fire. No, I said I wasn't going to mention that anymore. So they did make a new rank 3. 2 level 3 monsters, got 1200 attack and 1200 defense. On a rank 3. Then again, Gold Rat's like 3 level 1s and has like no stats, so who cares? It's a number. This card gains 200 attack for each Battlin Boxer monster in your graveyard. So it's like a Shining Flare Wingman effect, so it's like small at first. Well, Shining Flare isn't small, but you know, it gains more power the more its comrades are in the grave, which there aren't a lot of Battlin Boxers, but if we include this support, there's a lot more of them. Once per turn, you can detach 2 Exceed material from this card. Special summon 1 Battlin Boxer Exceed monster from your graveyard. Also equip this card to that monster as a quick spell. That's handy because you can just detach the material, straight up summon the frickin' Exceed monster, and then just this is a quick spell to it. I think that's like off of like Requiem and Rhapsody and Berserk in the anime. Like how you could just summon the monsters and then just equip it onto them. And then I remember doing that and trying to do that in MR4. It was like, no, that's not happening. Good luck. If the equipped monster would be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. It doesn't give any benefits, really straightforward, to the equipping of a monster, other than the fact that, you know, it's got a bit more protection now. So it's armor in a sense. Or maybe, well, actually, no, it's a coach. So it's like being a hype man in a sense. You can do it, Rocky, and all that stuff, you know? Not terrible. So a lot better than the rank 3 we have now, I'll tell you that much. That's an easy one. Battlin Boxer Superstar Knockout, a new rank 4. 2 level 4 Battlin Boxers. This 2500 attack, 2000 defense. Got the Dark Magician's. Well, not the Dark Magician stat. Dark Magician has 2100 attack. The defense. Blech. This thing about the Dark Magician stats that everyone brings up. It's like, no, Dark Magician doesn't have 2000 defense. Got 2100. But yeah, got the Neo stats we'll go with then. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Handy. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. If you do, this card gains 500 attack for each monster your opponent controls. That's a permanent boost. If you got like, if you're facing on a field of like, I don't know, 6 monsters, that's 3,000 attack point boost to get you up to 5,500, and it can attack each monster once each. So yeah, and also if you use that rank 3 and then go into this thing, it's got protection too. So you're going towards a Mirror Force, nope, or something like that, you know? No one's playing Mirror Force in 2021, I know that much, but it's just like, you know, it's got some protection. So yeah, I like it. Battlin Boxer Meteor Cestus, Retrain, rank 4. 3 level 4 monsters, 200 attack and 200 defense. I can use Rekindling on this thing. Once per turn, you can attach 1 Exceed material from this card. Destroy 1 monster on other player's side of the field, and if you do, this card's original attack becomes the same as that monster's current attack. So if I like pop a monster that's been boosted to High Heaven, I could then pop that thing, and now my monster's boosted to High Heaven. Which, why would I destroy one of my own monsters for that to happen? It's just like I don't know, first like I had Colossal Fire on the field and I wanted to get that many attack points, but at that point it would probably do harm than good. Just weird. I mean, odds are you're going to use it on your opponent's monster half the time, but I don't see why you would destroy your own. And that's where the second effect comes in. Get this card destroyed and sent to the graveyard, in any way evidently. The special summon 105 Battlin Boxer Star Cestus or 1 Chaos from 105 Battlin Boxer Comet Cestus from your extra deck to the field. Also attach this card to that monster from your GY as an Exceed material. This doesn't count as an Exceed summon evidently, but it is nice that it just be like, it can do a lot of things, and then when it dies, it lets you float into your main aces of the archetype, even though most would argue that it's the lead yoke, or maybe Nova Kaiser, maybe. But I like the fact that it can float into the background. And you know, it's got, for 3 level 4s, it's got some decent stats. So, yeah. Although at that point, I don't know. Each his own. Odds are, if I had 3 level 4s, odds are I'm going to go into Cestus. But hey, if you know, if your opponent's got some protection on the field, this thing could probably like bait it out and then take the hit so that Cestus or Comet can come out and do the actual work, you know? You don't know? No, that's okay, I don't either.
And with that, that's another episode of What If Support done. What did you think of this archetype, and what other archetypes do you want me to do? Drop a comment down below, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm not going to get mad over the subscription thing. But yeah, I think overall that was a really good support thing. Mind you, I'm incredibly biased because battlin monsters are one of my favorite archetypes, so yeah. I'm sorry, I've got a really bad cough. No, I don't have COVID. Jeez, I swear nowadays. It's like when COVID came around, it feels like every other disease. It's like a holiday. It's like, no guys, cancer still exists and stuff like that. Or the flu. I don't know. Changing seasons sucks. But anyway, yeah. Straight up, good video. I like the support, but again, I'm incredibly biased, so you could have made like 3 ham sandwiches of battlin boxers, and I would have liked it. And I don't mean like you make the archetype like full of ham sandwiches. I mean like you post bread and there's ham in it. I would have been happy. Mind you, I'm hungry, so maybe that has something to do with it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, good job, Escort Knight. I liked it, and we'll probably do more of this next week. Later.